Hey crafty friends, this is Jenny from crafttestdummies.com, and today I'm here to share with you a little ornament or gift topper that you can make. They're pretty simple, they're cute, and they are adorable for the top of your packages or your holiday tree. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. To make this project, you're going to need a few basic tools. You're going to need some Sisal trees, and you can either get them plain, like these. These are natural colored from Doris, and use the small ones, or you can use the large ones. If you're using the green ones, you can bleach them, and I'll have a tip for that in a moment. You're also going to need some styrofoam or smooth foam balls, kind of in relation to the size of the trees you're using. For the small trees, I use the small 1-inch styrofoam balls. You're going to need some Krylon glitter spray. You're going to need some decoupage of your choice. I like to use Mod Podge, some tissue paper, and of course something to cut out the tissue paper and spread your Mod Podge around with. It's also going to be helpful to have some kind of an awl or a pokey tool when we get to the next step. But let's do first things first. For this first step, we're going to prepare the center of our ornaments. I've shown you here, this is kind of what it looks like behind the embellishment. And what we're going to do is we're going to start with our smooth foam ball, and we're just going to flatten it out. I kind of like it to look a little more compressed so that it doesn't bow out so much in the front and the back. So you can step on it, you can just squish it with your fingers, or you can smish it underneath a glass. But that's what you want to do, is just flatten it out. Then you're going to take a piece of your tissue paper and cut it an approximate size. Just a little bit of Mod Podge of glue of your choice. And what we're going to do is cover the smooth foam ball completely with tissue paper. Now, as you're rolling around to the back, you're going to see a lot of extra like this. You can either rip it off or trim it. It's really your choice. You don't have to worry about even being too neat with this part of the project, because really a lot of this is going to be covered up with the decorations when you're done. But go ahead and make these, cover them again with a little bit of Mod Podge or glue on the top, and then set them aside to dry. When you're done, they'll look something like this. The next thing we're going to do is get the trees ready. Now, if you're using the little ones that are already bleached white, all you have to do is twist off the little metal stems. Now, these are basically ready to go. Now, if you can't find these, that's okay. You can use the dyed green ones. What you're going to want to do first, though, is bleach them. And this is a little jar, a mason jar, pickle jar, that has been filled with pretty much a pure bleach solution. And as you can see, it's removing the color from this tree really well. I'm going to leave this in for probably 10-15 minutes, giving a little shake now and then to make sure that all the bleach is lifting. When it's done, I'm going to want to make sure I take them out carefully. Always use tongs. Make sure you have proper ventilation when working with bleach, and also protect your clothes and your work surface. And then I'm going to rinse this out under some water and let it dry. Because they come out and they still have a little bit of a greenish cast, I have found the best thing to do is then give them a coat of spray paint. And this is where Krylon paint works great. This is some Krylon Glitter Blast. And as you can see, it just did a great job of adding the shine and a little bit of gold sparkle so that you get rid of all of that greenish cast. If you're working with the Sisal ones, you might want to just use the plain glitter spray. It's a little more translucent and it just adds that nice shimmer. In any event, once you've spray painted your trees or glitter blasted them or whatever you're going to do, you want to insert them into the disc. So take this back out, use your pokey tool, and create a hole. You don't even have to make a very big hole. And then what you're going to do is just insert the tree right into the smooth foam. Now, if you want to make sure this stays put, you can use a little bit of the glue, like a Floor Bond, even a little bit more Mod Podge, but just a little dab, and then insert it back in. And what I like to do is do the top and the bottom, like so. This actually goes really fast once you've got everything prepared, and then add them on the sides just the way you would to make it look like a snowflake, like so. And see, then this one would go on right here. Once everything is dry, you're going to want to go ahead and add a little ribbon or a bit of twine for hanging. I really like this May Arts jute twine for this. And just a little dab of glue, and you can either let that dry, or if you like to use hot glue, again, that's kind of up to you and what you have on hand. For this one, which is the basic one, I used one of these kind of twisty stems. I just twirled it into a little wreath shape, gave it a snip with my scissors, and glued it down. And a little bit more twine and a little button. It's great to use up your leftover buttons. This one was all finished off. Now, for the back side of this one, I decided to try a little bit of burlap paper and a little rustic charm accent, and you can find these at the craft store. Or you can use embellishments. This is a paper crafting embellishment from Kane Company a few years ago. I literally just added a little more glue and popped it on, and I think it's adorable. I also like these kind of paper crafting accents. They are gorgeous and dimensional, and they have some glue on the back already. So to finish this one off, all I would have to do is remove the sticky, and there you go. You can just pop that right on and it's done. Again, a little extra heavy-duty glue to make sure it's secured probably would not be such a bad idea. But as you can see, these are pretty easy and pretty fun and kind of fit that rustic glam chic that you're seeing these days in the grocery stores and in the craft stores and even in those fancy home decorator magazines. So there's a trio of them, so you can kind of see the different versions that you can make. But it all starts off with those little silly sisal trees. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope that you feel inspired to go forth and make some of your own, make your own little gifts for your neighbors and for your family members and to hang on your tree. If you found this video helpful, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments. And as always, we'd love to see you over at the blog at www.crafttestdummies.com.